Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. And hello, this is the ArchieLuxury channel, and today I have a very, very special guest, Kelly from On Her Own Time. How are you, Kelly?
I'm good, Archie. How are you?
Hey, I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. So, she's agreed to do an interview. So, firstly, before we do the interview, I just want to talk to you a bit about you're on Instagram, and tell me about your Instagram. What is it? Channel? What do they call it on Instagram?
That's a great question. I mostly just call it an Instagram page, like an account. I don't really know if it's channel so much because it's just pictures.
I might just share the screen. Let's
Okay.
share the screen. We can have a look at Kelly's page here. Here we go. So this is her page. So this is, and you take really cool shots.
Thank you, Archie.
Amazing watches. I love that. Oh, I love the red with the, and
Yes.
you got the Omega. I love the. Oh, look at the white dial.
Yep.
You got a. Is that a Tudor?
That is a Tudor. I have a Black Bay 58. A little bit of an eclectic collection.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you've got a Zenith as well. See,
I
you don't
do.
have to own all this stuff, do you? You just, you have an interest. You can take photos.
Everything that I take pictures of, unless I say otherwise, they're all mine. So all three of those are mine.
Oh, wow. I like the ostrich skin. Look at the ostrich. The little.
It's really pretty. It's such a beautiful combo because that Zenith is a two-tone, so it's got rose gold, and it really looks good with that ostrich strap.
100% agree there. Is that your daughter? Who's that little girl?
That is not my daughter. That is my jeweler.
That is your jeweler.
Yes, she is the one who sells me my watches.
Oh, I see. And you got some ink as well?
No, that was actually a temporary tattoo because I am going to get a full, like a half upper sleeve, and I wanted to test some designs. So that's actually from Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. I've actually been a bit of a fan of your photography there. It's very hard. Instagram is a really tricky thing to do well.
Yes.
And like what I really love here is I love this photo here. Okay, so you've got the Johnny Walker Blue, and you've got the nice little, what is that? That's a
that's a flask. So a buddy of mine runs Growler Nation, and I partnered with him when I hit 3,000 followers to do a flask giveaway. So that is one of his flasks.
Ah, that's so great there. So you got some amazing. I love it. I just love the day in the life. You know what I mean? The thing about Instagram, these are very artistic photos, but they actually are, they're sort of, they could be posed, but they're kind of day in the life. That's what I love
exactly. That's what I enjoy. I mean, you'll see some accounts that they take amazing pictures of just the watch, either staged someplace or on the wrist. But I like the lifestyle aspect.
I love this. Look at this. You've got the watch,
yes,
a cup, and a man in his watch. you know, you got some watch books there, and it's in black and white. That's very brave to use black and white. You know, it works. It works.
It does.
Lovely.
It can be kind of flat, so you have to use it at the right time.
Yeah, and you got the look. It's just you know, I can just scroll through this for ages, and that's the whole thing. There is that it is very, very cool. So your Instagram, yeah, we'll just keep that there. That's her Instagram page. So please, guys, please go and subscribe to her Instagram account. So that's called on dot her dot own dot time. Do you need to put the dots in to find it?
Well, I have a pet peeve when someone has a long name that has multiple words, and then you have to play the game of what does that actually say. So
yes, I understand there. I understand. So tell me this. You're a watch lady.
Yes. I like to think so.
Sorry?
I like to think so.
Yes, yes. So tell me this. You've got a great collection. You, I will say this. You mainly seem to have, how do I put this? Men's watches. They seem to mainly be men's watches.
Yes. I have a 7-inch wrist. So smaller dial watches, just, I don't really like the look of them. So a lot of our watches are bigger, and it is a shared collection with my husband. We have similar size wrists, and we also share similar tastes in watches. So luckily I tend to gravitate towards bigger dials, and that just works out that they are predominantly men's watches.
I got to tell you, it's many famous celebrities have gone with that. You know, Elle Macpherson, the supermodel, the body Australian supermodel, from she loves the Daytonas. So you know, it's a very much a big trend to ladies who want to wear the men's stuff. And so do you have to put links in and out if you're wearing it, as opposed to your husband? Or
so with the 2 Rolexes that we have, the micro adjustment's sufficient. And then with the Omegas, I don't really like the bracelets as much on the Seamaster, so I don't wear it unless it's on a rubber strap anyways. And then we recently got a strap for the Speedmaster, and that's the only way I can wear it. But usually we keep the same link size for both, but sometimes it doesn't always work out.
So how many watches do you have now? Tell me that.
21. 21. Now, a good portion of those are plastic.
Yeah.
So, but in all honesty, there's about 21 in the collection.
Yeah, I've got about 9 watches, and I paid for them with plastic.
Nice. I've done that too.
I'm still paying them off. I'm still paying them off. You know how it goes. But okay. So what? I'm more into the luxury end. Okay. The top end. What are your sort of expensive watches? I don't know, is that's the right word, but what are the upper watches? Tell me the upper watches. What do we got?
So the 2 most recent that we've added to the collection is a Rolex GMT Master 2 with the black bezel and the black dial.
Oh, that's with the green 24-hour hand.
Yes. So that's one of the higher end. And then this is genuinely the most recent purchase, is the Rolex Batgirl. So I just added that.
I see.
And then I'd say that the next would probably be the Zenith Chronomaster.
Yeah, I love that. So that Chronomaster, what size is that? Is that a
42?
40? Because they also have the 38, I think, don't they?
They have a 38.
You didn't want to go for that?
No. I prefer the bigger watch. I think the smallest that we really have that are in regular rotation are 39.
Okay. And what's the next look? Keep going. Can you give us some more good stuff? I want to know the good stuff, not the garbage, the good stuff.
Okay. Not the garbage. Got it. So
no garbage.
So this is one of my favorites. This is the Omega Speedmaster Racing. And I recently put it on an Artem strap, which is incredible. It's sailcloth, and it looks so good. They're Australian. They're apparently Australian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it. It's a 2-register chrono with a date. That's automatic. It's coaxial automatic, I think, isn't it?
It is. Yep.
Yep.
And then this one I just made a recent YouTube video about because I'm having some relationship problems with it. But I've got a Panerai 388.
I love so this here is a radium ear. That's the older Pam.
Yep.
It's
so
got
this
the
is
wire type lugs.
Seal. Yep.
Why? Just bring it back up again. Why are you having a relationship problem? It's beautiful.
It is a fantastic watch. It doesn't get worn enough.
Yeah, but so what? A lot of watches I have, I don't even wear. It's the possessing and hoarding them. You don't have to wear them.
I like that. I'm good with that, actually.
Because I got some things I don't really want to wear because I just don't want to, but I love it. I would never sell it. You know what I mean?
That's I made a video about this. It actually went up on YouTube last night. And that was an early addition to our collection. And it came into the collection in February of 2020. And I wore it a lot. It's very much so my mood, like just the big dial, like it's very chunky, it's weighty, and I really love that. But as we started adding other pieces, when the Speedmaster Racing came in, when the Rolexes came in, like I just started gravitating towards other pieces. Yes. And whenever I wear it, I love it. I just don't think to pick it up as often as I used to.
Would you sell it? Is that what you're saying to me, or what are you
Possibly.
saying to me?
I think that's where we're going, but I have a really hard time actually saying those words.
And what else next? Keep going. Okay. I'm enjoying this. What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great. I love it.
So the next one is the Seamaster 300.
I love it. That's the wave dial, isn't it?
Yes. So this is the wave dial.
That's a fairly new one, isn't it? That's a fairly it's got the display back as well. Look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Look at that. The coaxial movement is gorgeous. I love the rotor, how they do the engraving on the rotor.
It's gorgeous. It's a fantastic watch. This was one of the first ones that we got when I came on board with the watch enthusiasm and collecting. This was one of the first nice ones that we bought. And
no, that's Amiga's. And this next, keep going. Next piece. Okay. What's there?
So the next one is, I got this in April. So I got a Tudor Black Bay 58.
Oh, wow. So that's the black, is it?
No, this is the blue. This is
the blue. Sorry,
color.
Just the lighting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Really, so that's I had the 41. I had a really hard relation. I'm a big guy myself. It was a chunky monkey, like a really. Yeah. I'm not talking about just the 41. It's actually very tall.
Really.
That's the 41.
Okay.
I think if it. And I got to tell you the truth, okay? I bought it new because a friend was established. It's a long story. I got a good discount. I bought it. I sold it. I lost money.
Okay.
Then the guy I sold it to offered it back to me. And I haven't managed to ring him back because I don't know if I want it or not. I actually put down $1. I put down $1. Right? So I don't care if I lose the $1, okay?
No, it's like a holding fee. I like that.
But you know what? I don't know if I want it or I don't because I love the Tudor. Like I love there's things I love about the Tudor. It's got the faux rivets.
Yeah.
It's got the.
Well, it feels really good on the wrist too.
I love the bezel. You know how you got all ceramic bezels?
Yeah.
It's nice on the Tudor. That's an aluminum bezel. It's just the old-fashioned, old-school sort of bezel. I love the click on it. It's. You can turn it for us. Let's see if we can hear it. That's just amazing. I love the click. You know what I mean? The click.
It's very satisfying.
I don't even think my Rolex is like that. Because I'm just trying to remember. I've got the 41 mil ceramic Rolex. I don't think the GMT doesn't because it's just
silent.
It's I love okay. So the Tudor, that's The blue, that's a good purchase. Yes, I agree. Okay, next.
So after that, I've got a Talker Skytrain, and that is.
Bring that. Sorry.
Have you ever heard of Talker? So no. Talker is a micro brand. Okay,
so now we've hit the garbage. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, let's just. Well, then
there is another one that is U.S. only.
Hey, sweetie. I've been paid to plug this sort of stuff. Okay.
Oh, what is that?
Okay, it's one of these micro brands. Micro brands.
It looks interesting.
Out of whack, baby. Out of whack.
There you go. Almost.
Out of whack, and it's an unusual way of measuring, doing the thing. See, it's got that rotating arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, let's just get back out of the crap. Okay. Is there
That's
anything
good.
else that's decent? That's what I should have said.
We're good.
Everything. Okay.
We're good.
Everything.
We're
okay. We're good. Okay. We're good.
That's the stopping point.
Yeah. So how many decent ones is that? Keep that garbage out. How many decent's that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Plus the one
7.
on your wrist.
7, yes.
On your 7. That's actually it's a really nice collection. I got to tell you, looking at that collection, I like it.
Thank you.
Let me just do the numbers. How many Rolex? 2 Rolex.
2. We also have my husband's father's Rolex Cellini.
Let's just leave that to the side at the moment, Okay,
it doesn't get worn. In the wearable collection, 2 Rolexes.
We'll just leave that to the side, okay? So you got 2 Rolex. How many Omega? 3 or
2 Omega? 2 Omega.
2 Rolex, 2 Omega, and you got a PAM.
Zenith, Tudor.
What are you going to add next, Kelly? What are you looking at? You know what? Can I give you some suggestions?
Yes.
I really love this. You have to buy this on the You buy pre-owned or only new?
Either one. It depends on the pre-owned.
I reckon a Breguet Type 20 would be absolutely beautiful because they're about 39 mils.
Yeah.
You can wear them on a strap or a bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really good bang. I've owned a Breguet Type 20 a number of times, and they're amazing bang per buck, probably around about the $4 to $5 US mark.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Breguet, which is
right. I would love something like that in the collection.
You don't have something IWC could be nice. Maybe
I would love an IWC. Actually, I like the Petite Prince. I would love one of those.
Okay.
We are limited in the state that I live in about the dealers that we have access to. So we occasionally like to go to New York City. So I'd like to go to New York City and walk around.
But there's no bargains. You know what? I got to be totally honest with you, Kelly. I would be going to David SW if I were you.
Oh, I've heard about him. I think you've mentioned him.
He is David SW. Now, I got to tell you, I got 2 really big sponsors. One of my big sponsors is Pride in Pinion. He's in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
So that's mainly for EU. You know, because that's just the customs. It's a disaster shipping.
Right.
Pride in Pinion does ship to America, but
yes.
My advice is always if you've got if you're buying just a standard type watch, I would honestly, if you're buying just a standard type watch there, I would just hang on one tick there. That's okay. I can edit that out. Okay. That's okay. I was going to try and do it as a one thing, but
that's fine.
Life it doesn't quite work like that. Okay?
No, I get it.
So, as far as the as I was saying, what were we saying there? Were we talking about
We were talking about David SW and Pride and Pinion.
Okay, so guys, I got to tell you this now. I think in America the best dealer is David SW. He's just on my fridge there. He's on my fridge. There we go. He's on my fridge. Actually, that looks better anyhow. David SW, pre-owned dealer one of the best, huge amount of stock. I reckon, the other pieces that I would be looking at if I were you with your collection. So you're a very sporty girl. You don't really, you're not really a dress. I can look, there's no point me recommending a paddock to you if it's not your cup of tea.
If it was an Aquanaut, yes. However,
big money, big. That's the problem, right? is the money. See,
I'd have to sell internal
the way
organ.
You say that. See, I don't think you're I don't think to be a paddock person. It's not Aquanaut and Nautilus.
No, there are
it's
some
their
amazing
history.
Pieces. Yeah,
it's their history. And as soon as someone says Aquanaut or Nautilus, I know they're just a fame seeker than actually a serious, but let's just keep that one a go. The other thing I reckon would be amazing for you to get into dress watches. Listen to this. ArchieLuxury Reverso.
Yes.
Because they originally were for polo, British Army officers in India playing polo. So they wanted a watch that wasn't damaged. So it would flip, the flipping case. On the second-hand market, amazing bang per buck. Amazing bang per buck. Really, really good bang per buck. And I reckon those are they're a great, because they're a sports watch and a dress watch.
Exactly. They have a very beautiful look. You can wear them in so many different ways. And I love the shape. I mean, that's just, a lot of watches are just round. So having that nice look.
Depends how much, look, I know your collection. I was going to say you could go rose gold. I know what you're looking at your collection, that I know your monetary constraints. I've worked you out. Okay. I know the pecking order. Like, I can look at someone's collection and I know what sort of job they have. I know what sort of car they drive. I know where they fit.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys would sort of be, you guys are middle, very hardworking, aspirational. And there's nothing, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. That's just where you guys are. I know you probably drive like a reasonable car, like an Accord, a Camry, something like that. You don't have a really, maybe you wouldn't be stupid enough to have something like a BMW with plastic engine parts. That'd just be ridiculous.
I personally
I don't think you're that stupid, but I'm hoping it's a Lexus if it's gone a bit fancy. I'm hoping. Because I don't think anyone would be that silly to actually buy a car with plastic water pumps and plastic ignition coils. What the hell was BMW thinking when they did plastic engine coils? No one would be that silly.
No idea.
But, okay, let's get back to the collection. So I've got you pegged. That's cool.
Yep.
I know what I know the yin and the yang and the collection. I got to tell you, it's a beautiful collection. I actually, looking at this, it's exciting because normally when I talk to people and the collection is garbage or it's crap, I just go, oh, okay, well, maybe just get one really good one would be a good start. Okay, I try and give them advice. In your collection here, I actually feel passion for it. I love it. 2 Rolex, 2 Omegas, Tuna, Zenith, and a PAM. Nice mix.
Thank you.
I think you need a Rolex sub.
Yeah?
Yep, that's what you need.
Date or no date?
No, stop. That's not important.
I'm just curious.
You would go ceramic.
Okay.
Because you need to be more modern. You more modern. The question is, do you go 40 or 41 mil? That's the question. The date or no date, that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Do you go 40 or 41? Because the new size is 41. I think you guys just get a good deal, go to David SW, get a 40 mil, because they're little bit of a saving. Do you go date or no date? I reckon for you guys there, I'd probably go no date.
Yeah.
A little bit cheaper, and you're probably going to stretch on your level that you're in. It's probably a little bit stretch as it is. So I would go no date.
Gotcha.
Okay? I'm being completely honest with you.
No,
if we can speak amongst friends, okay?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I got to be honest with you. You're going to put a fair bit of that on card. Let's get it as cheap as we can without being stingy. We don't want to go too cheap. If we want to go really cheap, we'd buy a Tudor. That's what we do. And you've already done that.
I've already done that. I'm fine.
So
check that off my to-do list.
That's not going to, so my advice would be get no date because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd go 40 mil ceramic.
Got it.
I reckon because that's what's missing.
That's what's missing.
You need the Rolex. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Have you got you've got? Okay, let me just look at this. Let me just make sure we've got our bases done there. Okay. You've done the GMT thing. You got enough GMTs there.
Yes, I'm good.
The chronograph thing. Well, you've got the Zenith and you've got the Omega, which unless you added a Daytona, which to be completely frank and honest with you, the chance of you guys on your income getting a Daytona is about as much chance of you guys getting a Nautilus or an Aquanaut, which is less than 0. Okay, so let's just be truthful about that. Then, so you've done the chronograph thing, an Omega and a Zenith. Man, that's amazing. That's beautiful. So we've got GMT, we have got chronograph. Then, as far as divers go, you've got a PAM.
Mm-hmm. We got a Seamaster.
And you got a Seamaster, which is pretty good, but you still need the Rolex. Needs the Rolex.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it needs the Rolex.
It's a need. It is a need. It's an Archie stamped approved need.
You know, the only thing you could do, which would be zany, instead of getting you'd both have to do some overtime. You don't want to do that. You guys are lazy, aren't you?
Yeah. Just keep in mind, we have to feed the family.
Yeah. You got to fix that stupid plastic BMW bits.
I know. I mean, that whole thing takes a paycheck.
Exactly. Because I was going to say, you could always, if you really wanted to, you could get a two-tone bluesy. Would be amazing to bring a bit of gold into your life. But let's just go no date. Let's just go no date sub. I reckon that's the answer.
Noted.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the list. That'll be the top of the list.
I want to tell you, thank you for doing this interview here. It's been an amazing interview. You're a very nice girl.
Thank you.
So to recap, you have your Instagram page. Please check it out on Instagram. The handle is Kelly on her own time. Now, my own Instagram channel is ArchieLuxury88.
Yep.
Some bastard had already taken ArchieLuxury, so I had to put 88 because
I wondered what happened.
Yeah, and I thought 88 because it's a Chinese, Asian lucky number, 88. I thought, because I tried ArchieLuxury 72, but that was taken as well. Some other bastard had taken that. So
yeah,
that's so ArchieLuxury 88. I actually enjoy. I must tell you, I really do love the Instagram.
Thank you.
The problem with Instagram, let me just tell you one thing that pisses me off. Just hang on. I want to show you something.
All right.
I noticed in your shot, you've also got a real camera, like
yes,
a DSLR. Because I'm a Nikon man. I noticed you're a Canon lady.
Yeah.
Which Canon, and that's kind of like Rolex and Omega. I mean, at the end of the day, the Nikon is far superior than the Canon. Okay.
It's that income, Archie. It's that income level.
Nikon's like the Rolex, whereas Canon is kind of like the Omega. It's a wannabe.
It is. It's like the Tudor.
You remember in the Vietnam War, all the photographers had Nikons.
Did they?
Nikons.
Yeah.
They did. You look at the movies. That's what they shot. And the Patek and Vacheron of cameras, of course, is your Leica. Your Hasselblad, so it's a different price point, so the thing about Instagram is you can't really use camera shots on the Instagram. It's made for mobile devices. Now you can cheat. You can take a photo, then you could send it on WhatsApp, and then you can use that photo, save it to your camera roll. But
yes.
It's designed so you can't. Because I tried to do Instagram years ago. I thought, oh, I've got this nice camera. I can. No. It's designed for handheld device pictures.
Yep.
Which pissed me off, and that's what kept me out of Instagram for many years. But I got to tell you, you also want to get into the YouTube. When is the YouTube? When are you going to do that?
I've got 2 videos out now.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. It's on her
I
own
will
time
link
without
down
the periods.
You mean the dots?
The dots, periods, punctuation. There's no punctuation. It's just on her own time.
In my country, periods is a menstrual thing. Which,
in mine too, but it also means punctuation.
Okay. I'm happy to talk about periods with beautiful women at any time.
Okay.
I have no problem with it personally. I don't have a problem with any of these. I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy. I got to tell you, that is amazing. We want you to do well. I'll put a link there, guys. Subscribe to her YouTube channel and subscribe to her Instagram. And guys, we will catch you in the next one. If you like this sort of video, I'm happy to make more. If this video is successful, we will do another one. Let's see how it goes. If she recovers and the husband's okay, we'll think about it. But until next time, guys, enjoy it and check her channel out. And we will see you in the next one.
Thank you, Archie.
Okay, we just click the button and we're almost.
All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Patek's came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.